Well, students, hopefully all of you are keeping fine. Today we will read lesson number 12, poem Hunting Snake by Judith Wright. Hunting Snake. Now, let me tell you something in detail about the snake. The snake. Some basic ideas about the snake at the least. The snake is a very frightening creature. Every one of us is scared of snake. But we should know about the reality about the snake, the truth about the snake. Unfortunately, most of the things that we consider about the snake, our ideas about the snake, are more associated with the myth rather than about the truth. Hardly we know about the truth. We are always scared of the snakes because of our wrong notion about the snakes. Let me tell you, the snake is a cold-blooded, timid creature. Shitol Rakter Bodo Shanto Prani is a cold-blooded, timid creature, and most of the snakes are non-venomous. Only a few varieties. In India, there are over 1,000 varieties of snakes, but only 5 varieties are venomous, and those 5 varieties are they are fond of living far away from the human beings. And the snake, they can neither hear, they cannot see. They can neither see, they can neither hear. They cannot see. Their vision power is slight, but they cannot hear at all. But their tactual power is very sharp. Tactual means the power of feeling. If you give a ticking sound from here, a snake at the farthest corner of that room, it will pick up the vibration with the help of its tactual power on the scale, and that is the only weapon with which the snake can understand who and where around is. Now, this is a beautiful poem where we will see that people, whenever they suddenly spot a snake, they get scared. All the nerves will become sensitive and they will get scared that what happens? So there is a snake, there is a snake. The moment someone draws your attention, there is a snake, you are scared, but at the same time you are very curious. You are also very curious to see where the snake is. Sun warmed in the late season's grace, under the autumn's gentlest sky, we walked and froze up through a pace, the great black snake went reeling by. Head down, tongue flickering on the trail, he quested through the parting grass, sun glazed his scarps of diamond scale, and we lost breath to see him pass. What track he followed, what small foot fled living from his fierce intent, we scarcely thought. Still as we stood, our eyes went with him as he went. Cold, dark and splendid he was gone. Into the grass that hid his prey, we took a deeper breath of day, looked at each other and went on. So one day, the poetess, I would say rather poet these days, there is no difference of gender in that way. We don't say poetess, poet only, like actor, actress. Actress has been eliminated. Even the female actor is also known as actor. So the poet. So one day the poet, a little girl, a young girl with her friend, they were taking a leisurely stroll in maybe the courtyard of their house, very close to their house. And it was a warm autumnal afternoon, sun warm in the late season's grace under the autumn's gentlest sky. There was no cloud, the whole weather was absolutely fair. We walked and froze up through a pace, the great black snake went reeling by. We walked and froze. Froze means we were frozen, as if we were so scared that we were frozen. Half through a pace means, you see, whenever you walk, one leg is on the land but the other is in the air. Whenever we walk, the one leg, the cycle is completed when one leg, one foot, I would say one foot on the land and the other is in the air. And they were frozen so much in fear that their one leg was on the land and the other was in the air. That means they could not even complete the cycle of the pace. Up through a pace, the great black snake went reeling by. See, wonderful explanation. The great black snake. The snake is great. The poet expresses our wonder about the snake, the great snake. At the same time, he also says that it's a black snake. Went reeling by. As the snake glides in the curved way, That is what is called as reeling by. Head down, tongue flickering. With its head down, tongue flickering. You know, whenever the tongues function like the rudder. With the help of the tongue, the snake gets to know where and what is around, wherever his food is. Okay, his tactual power is sensitive, but his flickering tongues are even more sensitive. With the help that they get to know, they pick up any movement of any small being or larger being. Head down, tongue flickering on the trail. He quested through the parting grass. He was searching around the parting grass. Parting grass means the grass blade is turning like this. When the snake moves away, moves through this space, the blades of grass give apart. Okay, they make space for the snake to move through. So head down, tongue flickering on the trail, he quested through the parting grass. Sun glazed his corpse of diamond scale, and we lost breath to see him pass. Sun glazed the corpse of diamond scale. It's a scaled body. The snake has got his body covered with scales. Sun glazed his corpse of diamond scale, and we lost breath to see him pass. We were so scared that as if we didn't even take our breath, we lost our breath as we saw the snake to move. What track he followed, what small food fled, living from his fierce intent. We could not understand. What track he followed, which way he went, what small food, maybe the rat or the lizard or something like this, fled, living from his fierce intent. They were living, they used to live over there. They did not want to live over there any longer. They fled from that place, from his fierce intent, the fierce, frightening, fearful intention of the snake. We scarcely thought, still as we stood, our eyes went with him as he went. We scarcely thought, we did not bother about much. That means we were much concerned not about the purpose of the snake, but about our safety, our well-being. We scarcely thought, still as we stood, our eyes went with him as he went. But interestingly, I told you, the snake is frightening at the same time curious as well. Because it arouses your fear, at the same time it draws you towards its sighting. It creates curiosity. So our eyes went with him as he went. So we followed the movement of the snake with our eyes. Cold, dark and splendid as he was gone. The snake is a cold creature, it is dark looking and splendid, means wonderful to look at. Splendid. He was gone into the grass that hid his prey. And he went into the grass, means he went into the grass, he hid himself into the grass, which also hid his prey, hid his small food, the rat or the lizard or anything like this. We took a deeper breath of the day. A deep breath of the day means the deeper breath of the day. Looked at each other and went on, because now we felt that we were relieved that the snake was gone. So the sighting of a snake itself is frightening to people all over the world in the same degree, and whenever the sighting of the snake is gone, we feel relieved that the danger is over. So here also happened in the same way. Okay. Now questions. Hopefully you understand. The poet was sun-warmed under the gentlest sky of autumn. Option C. The color of the snake was black. Option A. The tongue of the snake was B. Flickering. The shape of the snake's scale was like diamond. C. According to the poet, the intent of the snake was fierce. D. Option D. The snake finally disappeared into the grass. Option B. How did the snake appear as it was moving through the grass? Questions. So, the snake appeared cold, dark and splendid. The snake appeared cold, dark and splendid. What did the poet and her companion do when the snake was gone? What did the poet and her companion do when the snake was gone? Okay. The poet and her companion felt relieved when the snake was gone, and they took a deeper breath of the day. Okay. How happy we are here. Change into an assertive sentence. How happy we are here. We are very happy here. We are very happy here. Everybody knows the name of Tagore. Change into an interrogative sentence. Who does not know the name of Tagore? Question mark. Who does not know the name of Tagore? The painting is very beautiful. Change into an exclamatory sentence. What a beautiful painting it is. What a beautiful painting it is! Note of exclamation. Can we ever forget our childhood days? Assertive. We can never forget our childhood days. We can never forget our childhood days. Then we are proud of our heritage. Use the noun form of proud. We take pride in our heritage. We take pride in our heritage. We should have sympathy for the poor. Use the adjective form of sympathy. We should be sympathetic towards the poor. Sympathetic. SYMPATHETIC. We should be sympathetic towards the poor. His success was due to his labor. Use the verb form of labor. He succeeded because he labored. He succeeded because he labored. The song of the nightingale is very sweet. Use the adverb form of sweet. The nightingale sings very sweetly. The nightingale sings very sweetly. Okay. Then exercise 5. Write a newspaper report within 100 words on a boat capsizal. Use the following names: place, date, number of people in the boat, cause, casualties, rescue operations, steps taken by the government. Okay. So, give the title. I drowned in Port Nisa. Okay. Yeah. Kolkata 05 G stupid 20. এখান থেকে শুরু করো. The next line should come here. Okay. Write a newspaper report about 100 words on a boat capsize. Use the following points. Kolkata 05 June 20. 5 persons, Lego. 5 persons, including a child and a woman, were drowned, DROWND, and several others were missing, when a boat capsized in the Ganga at about 8 o'clock in the morning today. Okay, full stop. It being the day of the within quotation the Snan Jatra, SNANYATRA, Snan Jatra, quotation closed, dash, the ceremonial bath of Lord Jagannath, the ceremonial CREMONIA, ceremonial bath BATH of Lord L capital, Jagannath J capital, Lord Jagannath JGNNATH, comma, the temples of Dakshineshwar and Belur Math, experienced a huge gathering of people, most of whom crossed the river Ganga in motorized ferry boats. Most of whom crossed the river Ganga in motorized ferry boats. Full stop. One such boat, comma, reportedly overloaded reportedly overloaded with passengers, capsized, capsized only a little away from the shore, when waves hit her, boat is always in feminine gender, hit her up due to the crossing of a steamer in the mid river, Full stop. Alarmed by a huge hue and cry, the other boatmen waiting on the bank of the river, rushed forward, rushed forward and rescued most of the passengers, though five of them were reported to have been brought dead, when they were taken to the Belur State General Hospital, B capital, State, প্রত্যেকটা ওয়ার্ডের ফার্স্ট লেটার ক্যাপিটাল, General Hospital. Full stop. It is feared that some more people are still missing, and their bodies may have been drifted away by the swift current of the river. Full stop. Next paragraph. Some senior police officials and government representatives visited the spot and made a prima facie investigation into the case. Prima facie, prima facie investigation into the case. Okay, full stop. A detailed inquiry has also been ordered. Full stop. Assurances have been given that the movement of the ferry boats will be regulated more strictly in the days to come. Okay. Thank you. With that we finish the literature. Now let's do some grammar. Synthesis of sentences. Exercises 1 to 7. Chapter 26. Synthesis of sentences. Exercise 1 to 7. Chapter 26, 1 to 7. Okay, how much time left? Okay, first two I will do first two for each of the sentences. And the remaining ones will be in your homework. Combine each set of sentences into one simple sentence. The doctor examined Ria physically. He advised her to get her blood tested. Having simple sentence, you have to join the sentences into one simple sentence. Having examined Ria physically, the doctor advised her to get her blood tested. Simple sentence means only one finite verb. Mr. Verma had already spoken to the manager. I had no difficulty in getting the check encashed. Mr. Verma having already spoken to the manager, comma, I had no difficulty in getting the check encashed. Okay, first two of each exercise. Then exercise 2, compound. The villagers were relaxed. They were warm-hearted. They were cordial with the strangers. The villagers were not only relaxed and warm-hearted. But also they were warm-hearted and cordial with strangers. The villagers were not only is a coordinating conjunction. The villagers were not only relaxed but also they were warm-hearted and cordial with strangers. The old man looked exhausted. He looked in pain. He looked to be hungry. The old man who looked exhausted looked in pain and looked to be hungry. Okay. Or you can also say the old exhausted man looked in pain, looked not only in pain but also he looked to be hungry. Not only but also, you can use here also. Okay, then go to exercise 3. Sentence into complex containing a noun clause. Science is no longer the first preference of students. I do not know the reason. I do not know why science is no longer the first preference of students. Complex sentence. A reason কথাটা বলবে না. If you say I do not know the reason why science is no longer the first preference of students, তাহলে nounটা বলে clause করছো, that will become an adjective clause. But you are asked to make a noun clause. So instead of using the word reason, we have to directly say I do not know why science is no longer the first preference of students. Then, could they order some South Indian food? The little girl wanted to know this of her father. The little girl wanted to know of her father if they could order some South Indian food. The little girl wanted to know of her father if they could order some South Indian food. Full stop. This is noun clause object to the verb ordered. Then, number 4. Complex with adjective clause. Mr. Menon was so discourteous to me. I do not know the reason. Here you have to use the reason. I do not know the reason why Mr. Menon was so discourteous to me. So it is qualifying the adjective, the noun reason. Mr. Lakshman drew many cartoons. All of them were published in the Times of India. So all the cartoons which Mr. Lakshman drew were published in the Times of India. Which Mr. Lakshman drew is the adjective clause. Okay. Then number 5. Complex with adverb clause. I have been advised to cut down on the consumption of fats. I have a tendency to put on weight. As I have a tendency to put on weight, I have been advised to cut down on the consumption of fats. Or you can say, I have been advised to cut down on the consumption of fats as I have a tendency to put on weight. You should clear your written examination. We shall prepare you for the interview after that. If you clear your written examination, we shall prepare you for the interview after that. If you clear your written examination, we shall prepare you for the interview after that. Okay, then number 6. আচ্ছা 6 আর 7 এগুলো অনেকগুলো করে আছে, এগুলো তোমাদের দরকার নেই, ছেড়ে দাও এগুলো। পরে যখন সিচুয়েশন উইল বি নর্মাল, দেন উই উইল ডু এ প্রুফ। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ, গড ব্লেস ইউ, very good, stay at home and stay safe, thank you.